Greetings, Chandu. Today a little bit earlier stream. Hello, hello. How did you find me so fast? In today's stream I will leave some background music. I hope this stream will not be banned. Yes, notifications. That's right, that's right. Very good, very good. I mean, even when notifications is on, sometimes they are not sent to people. That's why I'm surprised. That is not a question. Give me a real question. Tell me if the background music is too loud. Or maybe you don't even hear it. I am not a beggar. You can't hear it. Maybe now you will hear it and make it a little bit louder. If the destination is not happiness, 113, you are such a philosopher. If destination is not happiness, but the road to it is. No, dude. Road to it can be happiness as well, destination. While you divide, real happiness cannot be reached. And do you even want to find real happiness? Because as long as you want to find something, even if it's real happiness, that means you're not happy at this moment. That's right, that's right. Happiness is just a state. It comes and goes. So if you know that, why do you ask it? Why to ask something you know? But if that's just for conversation, I get it. That's also good. For me, there are no right or wrong answers. Yo-yo umang. Well, I guess for the mind, every question is philosophical question. Wait, I will turn down the music because at my apartment it's quite loud. Very good, umang, very good. Chandu, but you said you even don't hear it. Yes, but when I increase the volume, then it, for me, it was as loud as my voice. Okay, okay. What is OCD? I don't know what is OCD, but I also don't know what is normal. I really don't know what is definition of normal in life. Can something be normal? Obsessive compulsive. But when you say this, I still don't understand what that is. What this like, how this translates in life, like in I don't know, in thinking, in actions. Because I don't know, maybe I am. But I never went to psychologist or okay, let's say just psychologist, because I don't know how to pronounce other word. So I don't know. I'm definitely fast. Like, you know, there are types like phlegmatic, phlegmatic people, melancholic, and so on, compulsive. But I think that everyone is a little bit of all these types. You may want to go back repeatedly to check if you have locked your... No, I don't do that. When I was little, a child, I wanted to make sure if like light switch is just in the right position. But I know that lots of children have this. Super obsessed about a minor detail like wanting to wipe a dirty laptop screen. No. Then that's not for me. Not obsessive. What is the meaning of this video title? Yo, no one. Well, I hope you have the correct title. Life freezes when you believe in something. Well, I always first want to ask, what do you understand by this? What this title means to you? No, that's not my title. I hope you don't see that the title that way. That's completely not the title. No one. No on. I don't believe you. But I can help you to understand, of course. Of course, the title is poetic, a little bit poetic. But when you believe in something, you almost like stop allowing life to happen. When you believe in something, you are not more open. You freeze one idea in your head. Maybe I should call the title Mind Freezes, not Life. But that's too late. Now I have to deal with it. And I'm not saying believing is bad. That is also not what I'm saying. You have feelings of enlightenment. Well, this alone is interesting. I haven't read further your message, but why you have feelings on enlightenment? How enlightenment is some specific feelings? I would say enlightenment is not about something specific. Enlightenment is about complete allowing everything to flow. Not waiting some specific feelings in you. But okay, you say feelings of enlightenment is dependent on physical life. Like if person doesn't have money, why would he or she be in self-awareness? Man, enlightenment doesn't make your life mystically complete. It doesn't mean you will have money right away, that you will have health, and so on. If we talk just about enlightenment, it is what enlightenment does, it changes perception. You still have your own body, own life. And for example, if you want money, then you have to work for it. You have to gain more knowledge if you want more money, more skills, become better. This will be always like that in life. Well, as long as there is money. This will not always be like that because times will change, but after many, many, many years. But yes, you will always have physical life. You will always have to feed your body. Enlightenment is not about that. It includes that. Don't search for enlightenment. In that way, you can not see in life many opportunities. Opportunities are just as good as enlightenment and other things in life. Enlightenment is about you seeing that there is no psychological you in your mind. Enlightenment is about not sticking to anything, and at the same time allowing stickiness to happen if it happens. But ego gets scared when he isn't controlling. Of course it gets scared. That's why many deeply spiritual persons have went through phase of psychological death. In many, many cases, you will have to go, I don't know, maybe in all cases, you will have to face fear, see through fear. You have to let go even the fear. It does not work differently. I wouldn't say that for ego there is some safe landing in enlightenment. These kind of things happen through inner storms, and you being open to them, wise enough to not do anything when they happen. Your echoes of stillness. No one, you said you feel not interested in anything at all other than being aware of your thoughts, distance from mind. No one. Stick to that. At this phase, stick to this. There are steps in self-discovery. If you feel like you have to, if you feel like this is all for you, this is everything for you, then continue on this path right now, as long as you need. It's not like everyone has to try to let go everything at this moment. Everyone needs to be enlightened. Trust the life, trust the process. Echoes of stillness about this saying of Kabir Das. I don't see it like that, because God always is, even when there is ego, even when there is belief in personal self. It's like saying, when there are clouds, sun is not. For me it would be the same. If there are clouds, the sun is not shining. That's not true. Hello, Gojo. Wait a second. Yo. Being aware or not being aware, it doesn't matter for existence. These are personal perspectives. While you are in this body, with your personal body-mind, you live personal type of life. Even when you realize that you are the same as every single happening in this moment. By the way, in my profile there is playlist with all kinds of music I like to listen. I have no clue about both of these words, deceptive and cunning, sorry. But ego is, that's right, and ego will be as long as you're alive. That's also right. I don't see any problem in ego. Ego is your friend. It helps you. It's just that it's there for specific reasons. Imagine not fighting ego at all. This is something your ego cannot do that. If you don't fight your ego, that means you have overcome it. This is actually how mind naturally works. It does its job. For example, I answer some comment and then it's left alone. Peace takes over. Barely some thoughts far away moves. But I know that many people talk all the time in their head. And I know that that can be so frustrating, like so energy draining. Hello, hello. I am from Latvia. Do you know Latvia? It's near USA. Yep. Dude, why it's not near to USA? You know, distance is, well, distance, how you measure distance depends on lots of factors. Actually, Latvia is same country. Well, of course it's not same country as USA. No, but you know, all is this moment. All is connected. Reom, I was joking, Latvia. I just thought you would understand, but Latvia is in Europe, yes. It's in Northern Europe. Or Eastern, I don't know. I guess Northern. No, man. Reuma. Mostly when I start to talk, like off topic in streams, some internet trolls starts to show up. That's dangerous. But I mean, well, Latvia, I don't know. We eat potatoes. We wear clothes. We have lots of lakes. A very beautiful old town. We only have 1.8 million people. We have 4 seasons. Yes, but out of these 1.8 million, not all are Latvians. Tennessee of Europe. I don't know what is Tennessee like. But I know that Latvia is not Ohio of Europe. But Is there a joint? What do you mean? What is joint family? Families who smoke joints? No, I guess we don't have families like that. Okay, I understand what you mean. Well, both. Some live with their families. Well, mostly here when people grow up, they live separately actually from parents. It's not like in, let's say, Bali or maybe India or other Europe countries like Italy. But man, you know, it always depends if people live separately or with parents. I have heard of Nisargata Maharaj, but nothing more than his name. Well, he was yogi. I definitely have some years earlier searched some information about him because I was interested in people with different kinds of experiences, like spiritual experiences. Yes, joint family is good. Joint people is good in general, like population, race of human, not race but species. I mean, my sense of connection goes further than family. Yes, I'm married. Rayoma, how old are you? Thank you. 24. And you are from Europe? Well, no, I guess you're not from Europe, but my job, I do office job in family company. But I mean, how I earn money doesn't end there. Interesting. I really don't know that dude. But I do know that for many people who have experienced realization of no self, come to similar conclusions. Glad that you like it, Pragi. Well, I'm surprised that this stream is not banned yet, because some songs maybe are like not allowed to stream. I don't know. Very good bored. Get very bored during studies. Yes, studying medicine is quite hard thing. Hard choice to study, but very useful. So thank you for studying medicine. You know, technology is our future, and medicine is technologies and medicine are future. Michael, I'm from Latvia. Well, I can turn a little bit louder, maybe music, so more of you hear. But just a little. It can be too loud for my wife. No echoes of stillness. Because from childhood I am into healthy lifestyle and sports. Well, that's not the only reason why. I guess it depends on how you are raised and what kind of information you have about health and about what is needed for your body. But those people who use psychedelics, they will not end up in hell, and they are eligible to real self-knowing in the same way as everyone else. Is there any way to join neurosurgery training? Well, I know that in Latvia studying medicine is quite in a high level, but I don't know specifically about neurosurgery. I have never studied in, I have studied in like after school, after high school, but nothing serious in university, because my interests were, none of the studies were about my interests, and everything I need to learn, I like to use internet, learn everything on my own. Of course, I will not become doctor in medicine, or lawyer, but but everyone like in some way knows what they want to be, knows their strengths. Yo, higher observer. Yo, new name. Thanks, new name. You're already thinking about upgrading hoodies. Yes, today I came earlier in the stream. Because later today I will have to grind on one project. Mudras. I have heard mudras. But can you remind me what mudras is? Thank you, Shri. Shrijan. Shrijan Shri Vastava. Shrijan Shri Vastava. Abral, if this mindset helps you, then you can live with it. I mean, that is not my mindset, like but of course there are periods in life when you need this kind of warrior type of mindset to help you to do something specific. Oh, new name. Your parents are talking to counselors for you and they think you have identity crisis and all kinds of things. Well, new name, I don't know what exactly you have done for them to think so, but I know that people in self-discovery, well, they are perceived in different ways, in lots of different ways, by parents, by friends, by community, in many cases. New name, new name, you're still like very young, especially when person is young. Lots of things change all the time. Well, in all the life, things change all the time, but I mean psychological levels, emotional levels, especially for young people, they change a lot. With new name, well, of course, think about what they are saying to you. Because I feel like you have this mindset, new name, that you take too directly, don't do anything, be totally detached, don't think, and things like this. Let go everything. I feel like you perceive this in some unhealthy ways. Because while you are alive, it's very healthy to develop your body, develop your mind. And it's not about letting go. It's just biology, psychology. Do you like living alone? On question for you. I don't get this comment. Do you like living alone? One question for you. You ask me something about you have observed and something that you think I like. How can you know what I like? I guess thank you, Pragiya. I don't know what else to say to you. Maybe as I get older and older, well, not definitely older, but more experienced in talking, telling to you what is inside me. Man, such a, what's the word? Man, today my English, oh man. Bro's laugh is super contagious. I don't know what is contagious. I don't know so many words in today's chat. New name. Your mind wants to fight, resist, run. New name, but listen. Like I said to you, for you it's, as I see, it's quite mandatory to meditate each day, new name. I feel like you step out of that discipline. Sitting isolated in one place. Abro, do you know that I don't sit isolated in one place? Do you think I sit here all the time? My laugh. Dude, this is I hear this for the first time. It means your laugh has sorry, has potential to make others laugh. You know, well, I objectively know that in real life, when I'm with people, we laugh a lot. But we we don't talk about these kind of stuff that we talk in this channel, of course. Dude, but I don't think that my laugh are the funniest laugh. I know some people who definitely makes me laugh if they start to laugh. Okay. IKR, is that some kind of currency? IKR, is that a currency symbol? Yeah, new name, like I told you. Today I drink more coffee because, like I said, I have to do work later today. Working on some interesting projects, new stuff. What do I think about chanting as part of meditation? I think that it is beautiful. Sometimes I like to listen chants, but I never chanted myself. I guess that is just mechanism, technique, different technique for your mind to be present. I mean, when you do same stuff, let's say boring stuff, your mind starts to work in different waves. Thoughts slow down. And it's easier to recognize more than thoughts. But I mean, chanting is not something mandatory. Actually, nothing is mandatory. I know, right? AKR. Nah, man, that's currency. Like Indian rupee. My cups haven't reached non-duality yet. Man, this is another comment, I don't just get it. World Cup, as far as I remember, this is new name from other account. No, new name. It doesn't work like that. My mind is busy when it needs to be busy. Quite simple. Not a single thought about future or that project while I'm here in this chat. And I'm not like trying not to think about that. When you completely allow your mind to work naturally, you will be surprised how peaceful it is and how spot on it works. Abral, when it will be ready, I will share some insights of it. Because I don't feel like talking more about it while it's not totally ready. Tragia, I multitask all the time. Because like my main job is related to programming, and there are lots of multitasks to be done. But I would say I love both multitasking and also diving into one thing. What do you mean name of project? Project has no name. Okay, its name is, I will tell you name. The name of the project is Chris. whose company? No. Well, my company, not mine, but the company where I live, living, working. It's about internet media stuff and IT stuff, and about well, actually it's about lots of stuff. It would be hard to explain right now. What about mindfulness? Pragia, what about mindfulness? No, observer, it's just one small business idea, let's say like that. It's like something about my friend in Bali. If I multitask, what about mindfulness? How do you see mindfulness? Let me ask you. Do you separate mindfulness from life? Do you separate truth from life? I can tell you straight away that I had periods, long periods in life that I felt like, well, actually, that period was for like 16 years. I felt like everything is disturbing me to go deeper in silence, go deeper in self-discovery. Lots of things are disturbing and so on. And only meditation is what I need. But my mindset totally changed. Like I said some months before, you can see there's a stream when it's called my reality completely shifted or something like that. That was actually the first day when my whole perception of life completely changed. That was when deepest parts of fake illusionary self was seen and let go. Now I totally see that mindfulness is not something like separate from anything else. And every moment in life is about something new, about truth, about letting go. When you lose your inner center, each moment, whatever is that moment, becomes a teacher, a new teacher, a new life. And you learn to see every single moment from this new perspective. Meditation is not something more important than random talking with friend, driving in car, being in party, each moment is being, existence, and there is nothing to hold on to. And if you personally feel like mindfulness is different from anything, from all the rest or your daily life, then it's okay. Live like that. Dive deeper into mindfulness as long as it's needed. I'm just telling you that it's not gonna be that like that forever. Yes, it's not like everybody needs meditation, but there is a catch. If you cannot meditate, if you feel like it's too boring for you, then why? Why is it like that? But for example, if you're a businessman or if you just live fulfilled life, your time is quite fulfilled with actions. And there is just no place for meditation. You can still experience realization of no self through lots of things in life. Yeah, but I'm just saying that meditation is good. It's like practice. It's just the same when you take your body to run. It's not like everyone need that. But it will help with your cardio. It will help to be fit. And lots of good stuff. For example, meditation helps very good to calm down emotions, to see emotions that you don't see in daily life. And again, not only meditation helps you to see this, it can be as well just a random nature walk. But there are different people. I will always say that for better results in self-discovery, non-self-discovery, I always would advise meditation, because I know what kind of demons starts to come out when you meditate, and you usually don't see these demons when your attention is distracted. You know, when you live daily life, your attention moves on many places, energy is split. And when you meditate, that is your opportunity to see what happens when you concentrate fully. About meditation, also, like, similar comparison would be if someone came to me and told me, I want to be athlete, I want to jump far, but I don't want to train like athlete. It would be quite weird. A meditation, I just assume that if someone is in deep self-discovery, sitting quietly, not doing anything, will give you lots of insights, right insights. New name, it's not about, well, I think you know that it's not about physical demons. Then I need to look in my memory. What kind of inner demons? That were not seen in daily life. Self-doubt. The same thing as I mentioned, boredom. Boredom is such a great teacher. Like to see through the ego. And I'm not saying that boredom is something everyone needs in their life, but it can be used as such a great teacher. Also, I used to have fear of stillness, I guess. Yes, thoughts solve out themselves. That's true. But observer, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's not just about thoughts, because the deepest levels of ego, let's not say ego, let's say belief in separate self, it exists in feelings. Thoughts, that is first level. You know, ego is like onion with many layers. Not all of them are thoughts. And these very subtle feelings, they can fold out to you naturally through life. Of course, you may be living that kind of life where everything helps and shows you what it needs, like for you what it takes to awaken. Without any meditation, it is possible. I'm not saying it is not possible. Yes, new name, but interesting thing is that we all know thoughts, we all know emotions, we all know feelings, and there is, I would say, something even more than feelings. That is part of ego as well. Something even more than feelings, what is part of ego. And the wording does not matter. Everyone can see this by themselves in this moment. And what you can see, what you can perceive, depends on presence in you, let's say level of awareness that you have for your mind. Because awakening is for your mind. It's not for something or someone outside your mind. Observer, I respect your fairness. Respect it very much. And fairness is a golden thing. Fairness is golden. Yet I find it dissolve itself. Emotions and feelings arrive. In spans and fade. I don't particularly interfere with anything. Yeah, but I get what you say. But it looks like you still feel like there is I who don't particularly interfere, as you said. You know what is final truth? When you see I who don't particularly interfere is the same as emotions and feelings. Maybe you see that. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But if you see that, then you probably feel time to time effortless freedom. New name, of course, in the end you will discover there is no I. And I have said to you that. But not in a way you think. It's more like you will discover that I is no different than you. I is no different than what it perceives. Is higher observer not getting suppressed by toxic environment? I don't know. But I can honestly say to you, not in all cases, but in many cases, your outside environment reflects your inner environment. It's not like that always. But they are connected, outside and inner environment, of course. my outside environment almost mystically changed when my inside environment drastically started to change through meditation, through driving energy consciously towards energy itself. This can make like atomic explosion inside in a good way. No one. This exact playlist is in. You can find it in my channel. I have playlist with some songs I listen. Well, not all songs, but mostly like calm songs that I listen, or uplifting or spiritual. I don't know. But you can find it in my profile, and this one, what I'm listening right now, is, I guess, the latest. You will see it in the top of the playlist. This is just a long playlist with different songs in one video. Your finances get in the way. Well, I just know that people will struggle with finances. As long as money system is like this, but at the same time, there is still much of ego behind wanting something you don't have. And this is very hard to accept, that life is like it is right now for you, let's say financially. It's super hard to accept. I lived in poor financial state for so many years. And it was also such a great teacher for me. I have been through days where I don't have totally nothing to eat. But it was because of me. I made bad decisions. But if you work with yourself all the time, if you also take rest, if you gain healthy knowledge, then you will be okay. Life will change. Circumstances will change around you. Yeah, new name. I don't mention Les Christo because that's just, in my eyes, that's old channel. I had no intention for that channel to grow so fast, but the thing is, people in that channel wanted only music from me. But I never had intentions to be musician, full-time musician. Les Christo channel is, well, the channel is just funny for me. But yes, about money and struggles with money, there is lots and lots of ego in that. But this kind of layer of ego, it's almost impossible to let go. I mean, lots of enlightened people, even spiritually totally free people, are not the richest ones. Man, bro. Oh, no need to swear, no need to swear, man. I make music only when I feel like that. I don't know if you hear this sitar in background, but maybe someday I will learn to play sitar. You know, when I made electronic music, you see, to make music you need emotions, mostly emotions that makes you suffer, and then you want to put it out. Most artists put out in their art struggles. For me, when psychological struggles ended, in some way, making music, need to make music also ended. But I still love music, and just for fun, maybe someday we'll make something. Actually, I love violin very much as well. My grandfather was violinist. Is that the name? Violinist. Violinist in like my country's national orchestra. Yeah, music. Not music. New name. Yeah, new name. That's the thing. You can put all kinds of emotions. But I guess for me, music was just for different kinds of emotions. You know, what people put in music, of course, depends on the style of music. Of course, meditative music in many cases are made by peaceful people. Okay, we'll end today's stream. Yeah, new name. Today I was even more earlier. But new name, I don't get it. Why is that a problem for you? Do you sleep till like 9 p.m. and then you wake up and start to live? New name, you have such a weird daily regime. What is 2:45? What is 2:45 that you are used to? Sacral alarm. Dude. No, new name. 3.5 hours. My time is 11 p.m. and 10 minutes. Okay, last drops of coffee today. This one is powerful one. New name. Today no view, but don't worry. I will make some walking stream again when the spring will start. Well, let's wait for this song to finish. This is positive one. Only coffee I drink is cold coffee, espresso. Well, it's called caramel macchiato or latte macchiato. I don't know, I guess it's just called macchiato. And I ask it with caramel. And no lactose milk. You know what? I don't know either the difference. I'm not a coffee person. Come to Ethiopia. Yeah, I guess Ethiopian coffee would be great. Is Ethiopia safe for tourists? Yeah, my wife is saying yes. Someday I want to travel to some Africa country. Definitely. And I think that would be Ethiopia. A lamb goat person. What is lamb goat? You grow lambs and goats or you eat them? Or there is some deeper meaning that that I don't understand. Ethiopia is kinda safe. I would definitely stream if I go to Ethiopia. New name. Maybe I am active because of coffee, but I don't feel that. My mind is busy today. It's very peaceful today. Ah, you eat them. Okay. I have tried. I have tried to eat them, but they are not for me. Well, I mean, not while they are alive. New name don't want third birthday. What exactly? New name, that's why you said Qatar is your favorite country. And you want to live there. You're lion, eagle, peacock person. You like those species. That's actually cool. Lion, eagle, peacock. Interesting choice. Yes, new name, I know, but that was second. You said third. Pragia, yes. This is point where Chris is sleepy, but Chris is not gonna go to sleep. Chris will eat something. And sit on laptop and listen music. No observer. Tomorrow I probably will go to basketball training. That's why I have to sleep as well. Even if I have to grind till late night, I like to live balanced life. Cool. Okay, boys and girls, I actually don't even... I just realized that I wanted to end the stream. I thought, sincerely believe, but people in Baltics and Eastern Europe I generally engage primarily in. You believe that people in Baltics and Eastern Europe are engaged to combat sports? That is what you meant. Abral, sorry, but today I have to end like in a minute or two. Yeah, it's actually not that late even, but I just need time for different stuff. As well as I'm working on technical stuff, like to be able to make online satsangs, well, that will not be for everyone. That will be for dedicated ones. But lots of things that needs time at this moment in life, at this period in life. Yeah, combat sports are quite no higher observer in this region, in Baltic region. I mean, popular is basketball and ice hockey. Those are like two most popular sports here, basketball and ice hockey. Also just dancing, like professional dancing. Dude, lots of sports actually. Of course, calisthenics, football just a little bit, volleyball, but combat sports, yeah, as well, but not that popular. Abral, I don't know, because those satsangs will not be in this format. Like, there will be more direct and not about my hair, and as well, they will not be for free as well. There will be some cost to them. But I don't know, maybe we'll make also some free places. It's just that I want there to be serious, like, people, not just people who want to talk. But don't worry, YouTube live streams will not be affected. Lifting sports, oh yeah, actually lifting sports are quite popular here. Yeah, many people love to do sports in our country. Sportsman country. Bro, I'm not good at calisthenics. I am like good in athletics, because that is main sport where I have spent my life. What was abs? Abs was abs was on your stomach, on the front side. Yeah, but calisthenics is about, you know, about these deep muscles. Best time for exercises, I would say, just not, I can say what is not good time for exercises. Evening. But it depends also where you live, because let's say in Singapore it's too hot while it's day and people start to train only in evening. But I like evenings to be more peaceful, and I train like usually from 5 to 6 p.m. I start at 5 to 6 p.m. in my time. And if you want to be Olympian or professional, then you have to train probably 2 times a day, in the morning and at like 5 p.m. Yeah, calisthenics are body weight. Okay, boys and girls, see you later. See you in other moment. Good night, good day. And peace out, everyone. Yo, yo, yo. Good night, good night.